Hello and welcome to the Huddle. I'm Crystal Rich, and he is Matt Demecki. Matt, what's going on?
Nothing much. It's Tuesday.
Everything's calming down.
Yeah, everything's calming down. No basketball now.
No basketball. Post Super Bowl, post NBA All-Star. We can finally chill.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that we don't have a good topic. So, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
It was recently reported that Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban told his team that losing is the best option for the rest of the year. Now, he kind of slipped up, in my opinion, and said this. I don't think this is something that any owner should be saying. Is losing for the rest of the year for the Mavericks a smart idea?
It's a good idea, but I don't think what he said was a good idea. Because here's the thing. If you're trying to lose, you don't come out and say you're going to lose. You know what that does? Here, I have two problems with it. One problem is it's gonna be a motivating factor to the players. And the problem with that is if they're motivated, they're gonna win. And if they win, you're gonna lose that draft pick that you want to win. So do you think it was like a
mind control thing? Like he's saying, I think you guys should just lose for the rest of the year, hoping that they'll get better?
No, if he firmly believes that this is a problem, like you don't come out and say that and be like, oh, you know what, Adam Silver is not gonna like this either. But yeah, I agree with tanking. Like I'm pro tanking. I told you that. Like I'm totally cool with that. And look what the Sixers did with it.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. You know what? We have been on a downward heel spiral for about 17 years, minus this year. Post Allen Iverson, they were selling tickets for $11 to fans. And you know what? It came with 2 hot dogs and a soda. Usually that costs about $50, $60. Now, come on. Once you start saying, like, let's just lose for the rest of the year, that becomes your tradition and your practice. Because as soon as you're bad the next year, you're like, okay, let's just lose for the next year.
No, it's only your tradition and practice for the next couple years. Because here's the thing. With Philadelphia, they drafted Embiid. They were patient with him. He had an injury history.
Oh, my goodness.
And now, look, it's panning out.
Okay, but
Ben Simmons is panning out. Markelle
You're forgetting about other guys that we drafted that they could not. Philadelphia, we were not able to cultivate our young players. Look at Drew Holiday.
There's exceptions. There's exceptions to the rule.
This was about a 17-year decline because we got comfortable saying that, hey, let's just lose this year and see where it goes. Mark Cuban, you are headed to a very dangerous place.
No, he's not. Everybody's thinking that. Look, in the NBA, the worst place to be is in the middle of the pack. When you're the best team, you're riding high. When you're the worst team, you got the draft to look forward to. When you're in the middle of the pack, I don't think there's anything right with that. I mean, if you're fighting for a playoff spot, obviously the Dallas Mavericks, they're way out of it now. And that's fine to tell them. They're way out of it.
18 and 40.
They're way out of it. And even if they try to fight or if they try to play basketball, you're still gonna be the 8th seed and lose to the Warriors. So being in that middle of the pack,
listen,
what's there good in that?
We can say that they're gonna lose to the Dubs every single year for the next 5, 7 years.
Exactly.
We could say that, but that does not mean that you disappoint your fans, that you disappoint your season ticket holders by losing.
Tell them you're going to be disappointed now.
That will become
but wait,
your culture.
in a couple years, we're going to be good next couple years.
That's what the 76ers said for 17 years.
Oh,
2001 was the last time. I am so passionate about this. That was the last time we had any kind of hope.
What about right now?
They just snatched it.
They have a bunch of young talent.
Besides this year, this is the first year after 17 years. Mark Cuban, do you really want to go downhill for 17 years?
Crystal's not looking at the big picture. She's not looking at the big picture.
Okay, big picture.
You can suffer now. Let your fans suffer. In a couple years, tell them, you know what? It's going to be all right. That's exactly what the GM
It's going to be all right?
Yeah, it's going to be all right.
Tell your fans,
look,
your season ticket holders, listen, I know you guys are paying thousands of dollars to see us lose, but it's going to be all right. Listen, you still have Dirk. You're either going to build around him or let him go.
He's old.
Or let him go.
He's going to retire.
Or let him go. Do either one. Don't sit here and disappoint your fans who pay big money to come to your games and say, we're just going to lose. He should have never even...
For now. There's that little... For now. We're going to lose for now.
Is always going to build to later, and it's going to become the trend. And I can attest to this being a Sixers fan, y'all.
Come on, man. Tanking is good. I'm just going to leave it at that. Tanking is good.